Hi dear all, welcome to the session on Hadoop. So in the previous sessions, we observed how to start Hadoop daemons, and we have seen the browser-based Hadoop file system with the help of localhost colon 50070, which is a standard notation of launching the Hadoop file system into the browser. And now let me describe how to see these particular components in the execution, because we have seen name node, data node, secondary name node, and job tracker and task tracker. If you reference the configuration files related to the Hadoop, we are having some core site.xml, hdfs site.xml, mapred, and as well as Hadoop environment.sh. Likewise, we are having so many different kinds of the configuration files. So now if you observe the working of these particular components, and Hadoop system is for the large scale data storage and large scale data processing. So mainly the components were described into two different genres. One is storage and second is the processing. Related to the storage, and I can name those particular storage level of aspects as Hadoop distributed file system, with where you can distribute the data across the nodes, and they are natively redundant, and the name node tracks the locations. And if you are referencing the map reduce, which allows us the processing of the data, and it splits the job into the tasks across nodes, and which provides data localization, and which is helping us in the fault tolerant. As Hadoop is a distributed file system, the fault tolerance is a major advantage, major characteristic of Hadoop. And thereafter, the job tracker manages the task trackers. Okay. Let us have a discussion of these particular differentiations. And up to now, we have seen what exactly HDFS is. HDFS is a component where it is taking care about the storage level logics, whereas MapReduce is for the sake of the processing, friends. And if I am talking about the Hadoop distributed file system, the daemons which we have seen like in the name node and as well as the data node belongs to the Hadoop distributed file system. And whereas if I am talking about the MapReduce, the services related to the job tracker and task tracker belongs to the MapReduce. Okay. And one more component also we have seen, that is the secondary name node, which is also related to the Hadoop distributed file system. So one standard notation is, which are all the services related to the storage belongs to the Hadoop distributed file system, such as name node, data node, and secondary name node. All those belongs to the HDFS. And if you are referencing the MapReduce, the job tracker, task tracker, all these are the daemons which are related to the MapReduce. Okay. And now, if you refer this particular diagram, friends, so the logical representation of these Hadoop daemons will be like this. So just we are talking about the master and as well as the slave kind of the architecture. And if I am referencing the master, I am having the name node and job tracker and secondary name node. All these daemons belongs to the master node, and data node and task tracker works for the master, and these things belongs to the slave nodes. And as mentioned earlier, if you refer the name node, which provides the metadata information, and job tracker scheduling of the jobs and management of the task trackers is the responsibility of the job tracker, and secondary name node is nothing but the backup copy of the name node. So whenever there is a problem for the name node, you can recover the data with the help of the secondary name node. Okay. So initially, this particular name node stores the metadata information and map reduce. So the processing relevant aspects are done by the job tracker and as well as the task tracker. And if I am observing the distributed file system, which is the metadata information is available with the name node, and based on the name node instruction, the data node store the data. So this is the simplest architecture related to the master and slave. And you can see two different genres. One is HDFS and as well as the MapReduce. HDFS follows the storage relevant aspects, and MapRed follows the processing relevant aspects. And at the same time, if you are referencing the arrangement of this master slave architecture in the Hadoop, this particular master is combination of the name node and as well as the job tracker along with the secondary name node. Whereas if you are referencing the slave, that is belonging to the slave is having a data node and as well as the task tracker. And now, what are the core components of the Hadoop ecosystem? The fundamental reason why we are talking about the core components is uh, based on this Hadoop distributed file system and MapReduce only, the ecosystem will work. So basically the core components are Hadoop distributed file system, which is a distributed file system that stores data on commodity machines, providing very high aggregate bandwidth across the cluster. And whereas if I am referencing the MapReduce, which is a simple programming model for large scale data processing. Now these particular things are additional materials, friends, where you can identify where do we use the big data in the enterprises and as well as in finance and in telecom and retail domains and as well as energy and utilities, automobile industry, sports, healthcare and housing, gaming and dating websites, city impacts, like that. Okay, so these are all the various conventions you can observe in the working of the Hadoop distributed file system, friends. Okay, so in the next session we are going to exclusively describe about these particular daemons and as well as how some of the aspects related to how to store the data and how to access the information and launching of the MapReduce, okay, in the subsequent videos. Thank you.